I'm David Hatfield and this is IGN News. As 2014 draws to a close, it's time to take a look back at the year that was. What were the events that had people talking? What were the new developments in the worlds of video games and movies? Before we kickstart 2015, let's wind the clock back to January of this year and recap all the big news of 2014. On January 7th, Sony revealed its game streaming service, PlayStation Now. It is currently in open beta. That same month, we learned Jesse Eisenberg will be the new Lex Luthor in the Man of Steel sequel, but we did not yet know the name of the film. On February 10th, everyone's favorite dumb game, Flappy Bird, was removed from app stores. The Vietnamese creator said he felt the game was just too addictive. BioShock creator Irrational Games was shut down in February, in what was probably the most high-profile studio closure of the year. Founder Ken Levine kept 15 members of his staff to start a new venture creating downloadable games, but we haven't gotten an update on what they're working on yet. On March 4th, Batman Arkham Knight was officially revealed after info was leaked. That was also the day Uncharted writer Amy Hennig left developer Naughty Dog. She would go on to join Visceral Games to work on a Star Wars game. On March 11th, Game of the Year candidate Hearthstone was officially released. I and many others have played it almost every day since. During the Game Developers Conference that month, Sony unveiled Project Morpheus, its VR headset for the PlayStation 4. And speaking of VR headsets, March was also when Facebook bought Oculus VR for $2 billion. Jumping ahead to April 29th, the Star Wars Episode 7 cast was announced, confirming the return of previous stars Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and others. On May 16th, during the lead up to E3, Halo 5 Guardians was formally announced. The beta was scheduled to begin right at the end of the year. Then on the 21st, we got the official title for that Man of Steel sequel, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Two big game events occurred on May 27th. First, Battlefield Hardline was officially revealed after info leaked. It was planned to come out this fall, but was delayed into 2015. That was also the day Watch Dogs was released. After a lot of hype and anticipation, it ended up getting a mixed reception. Mortal Kombat X was officially announced on June 2nd, right before E3. Then E3 kicked off on June 9th. That brought us the Uncharted 4: A Thief's End reveal. The following day, we got our first look at the new Zelda for Wii U. At Comic-Con in July, an awesome teaser for Batman vs Superman was shown exclusively for panel attendees, but the rest of us got to check it out when cell phone footage was uploaded online. Warner Brothers also took the opportunity to reveal the Wonder Woman costume. Guardians of the Galaxy was released on August 1st, and the movie about a little-known team of superheroes went on to become the #1 movie of the year at the box office. On August 11th, actor Robin Williams tragically committed suicide. That same month at Gamescom in Germany, Hideo Kojima and Guillermo del Toro announced Silent Hills, the upcoming 9th installment in the Silent Hill series. Also at Gamescom, Rise of the Tomb Raider was revealed to be an Xbox exclusive, at least for an undisclosed amount of time. We have since learned that Microsoft will publish the game on Xbox. At the end of August, Nintendo unveiled the new 3DS. Currently available in Japan and Australia, North American and European releases are expected next year. On September 9th, Apple announced the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus. Later that month, Microsoft acquired Minecraft developer Mojang for $2.5 billion. For the holiday shopping season, Microsoft lowered the price of the Xbox One to $349. We'll have to see if the price goes back up in the new year, but it did ensure that Xbox One would be the best-selling console in November. On November 7th, Blizzard unveiled its new game Overwatch. The cooperative first-person shooter has an open beta coming next year. November also saw the arrival of Grand Theft Auto 5 on current-gen platforms and in first person. On November 24th, Sony Pictures was hacked by a group calling itself Guardians of Peace. Information about executive salaries, unreleased movies, and employee personal information was all released into the wild. US government officials would eventually state they believe the North Korean government was centrally involved in the hacking, which was in retaliation for the Seth Rogen and James Franco comedy The Interview, in which they assassinate North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un. Sony would go on to cancel the planned Christmas Day release of The Interview, caving to anonymous threats of terrorism to American theaters. And the first trailer for Star Wars The Force Awakens had everyone talking at the end of November. On December 2nd, we learned Jared Leto will be the next actor to play the Joker in Suicide Squad. That same day, we also learned, thanks to yet another leak, that next year's Assassin's Creed will be called Victory and set in Victorian London. Days later, Street Fighter V was announced exclusively for PlayStation 4 and PC. The first PlayStation Experience event kicked off in Las Vegas, where we got our first good look at Uncharted 4, and what a look it was. And finally, father of video games Ralph Baer passed away on December 6th. He invented the home video game console with the Magnavox Odyssey, which went on sale in 1972. Whew. Those are all the big stories we covered here at IGN this year. Thanks for checking in with us all throughout 2014. We will continue bringing you all the latest video game, movie, and tech news in 2015 and beyond.